everyone, it's Tammy, and today I'm going to show you a technique more than I am a way to make a card, but this is the cute card that I made to show you what we're going to do. Have you ever seen stamps like this that are kind of cool and it looks like there is something behind it and you kind of wonder, how did they do that? This is called masking, and there are several ways to do it, but I'm going to show you the most simple way for this particular card. I may do another video sometime this year and make it with a different way that uses some masking like fluid, but for this particular card I'm just going to show you a really simple, easy way to do masking. And just so you guys know, I used this Happy Hello, or what's it called? I think it's just called Hello, by Mommy Lay Designs, L-H-E-Y Designs, to do my card. And you will actually have to cut out something, and I just keep my cutouts whenever I have to do anything like this with the stamp set. That way I always know where it is and I always have it. So if I decide that I want to do this technique for another card or whatever, I'll have it with the stamp set and it will just be there. So that's a little tip for you too. So we're not using this one for today. I just wanted to show you that so you'd know. This is the stamp that we're going to do. This is a Gerda Steiner Designs, and they are cute little hedgehogs. And I thought that we would do this little guy, and he will be splashing in this little mud puddle or water puddle, and he'll be holding this umbrella. At least that's what I came up with, and let's see how that works out for us. And so the first thing you need to decide is which image do you want to be in the front. So if I wanted the mud puddle to be in the front, or I'm going to call it a water puddle, to be in the front, then I would want to mask that. But I want the hedgehog to be in the front, and so I'm going to mask him. So to do that, you have to first stamp him onto a Post-it note. And this stamp has been through the ringer, it looks like. And I don't even think I've used it yet. I know sometimes I order off of eBay or places like that if I find something that I really like, and sometimes the stamps look like they've been through the ringer. So I would suggest doing it in a dark color. I don't know if that's necessary. It's probably not, but that's just what I like to do. So I like to stamp it in a dark color, and then you stamp it onto a Post-it note, and you want it to be, you want the image to mostly be on where the sticky stuff is. So the sticky stuff is usually at the top of a Post-it note. It is still, in this case, I'm just putting it on the bottom, and I'm just going to stamp. And I have my little image there. That'll work. I'd kind of like this umbrella to be in the front of that too, but I think I'm just going to make it work with the umbrella on the very tip of that, so I don't have to do this twice, because that's a lot of work for one little card. Okay. Now you take your Post-it note and you cut this out, and you need to fussy cut it. And you want it to be as close to the line, and you just want to go around the edge, the outside of the line, and you want to go just on the inside of it. So, I mean, it's not going to look great. This wouldn't be something that you'd want to use, but it will just really be a cool effect. Now I know on this particular one that I'm just need the bottom part really, because I'm going to put the puddle behind it. But because I saved these, I'm going to continue to cut it. If you were just doing the puddle, then you wouldn't need to cut all of this. You could just get by with just cutting the bottom part of your image and being done with it and throw it away and not have to worry about it anymore. But I am doing the whole thing in case I decide at a later date that I want to do something else. I'll have it already cut out because I save them. So you can see I might not be getting exactly every point on here and everything just perfect. I'm cutting inside the line, just barely. And a hedgehog is a crazy thing to pick for this, really, but the simpler the image, the easier it is. And with all these little hedgehog quills, this one isn't the easiest, but it's not hard. And I don't mind fussy cutting, but if you do, be sure you pick an image that you won't mind cutting out, because there's no getting around it for this. You gotta fussy cut. Because even if you had a die, the die would be too wide, because the die is usually cut outside the line on the other way, and we want it to be cut on the inside of the line. I'm just about done. Okay. So there's my little hedgehog. So I'm going to go ahead and make my card, and then I have that ready. So let's do an A2 size card. So I'm just taking an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I'm going to cut it, well, it's scored at 4 1/4, and then cut it at 5 1/2. And then this will be our card base. And then I liked these two together. I thought this kind of looked a little bit like water, so I wanted to use this. And then I like this color, it matches well with that. So I'm going to cut this down so it is 4 by 5 1/4. So it'll be our first layer for the card, like that. And then I want it, this cut at, I don't know if I want to go 3 1/2. Yeah, let's go 3 1/2. Oh, by 5. Is that right? Hold on, let me think. 4 by 5 1/4. 3 3/4 by 5. 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. There we go. So I just went down 1/4 inch, but I went down 2/4 inch, so a 1/2 inch for this one, just to give it a little more of that. And then I'm going to go 1/2 inch again. And so I'm going to use this. And so if I go a 1/2 inch again, I'm just going to measure it because I don't remember what I even just said. So this measures 3 1/2, so I want to go 3 by 4 1/4. So 4 1/4 is where it's scored at, I think. Should be. And then 3. And then so they will all nicely layer on top of each other. At least they should. That one, and then that one. And then that one. Oh yeah, that's cute. I like that. And then I like that there's enough of this showing. I could maybe even go a little bit more. I'm going to take another 1/4 inch off of this one just because I think that would look nice. 1/4 inch off that side and 1/4 inch off of this side. Yeah, I like that better because I like seeing a little bit more of that. All right. And I'm just going to use the vanilla to stamp on instead of white. I'm using this instead as my base. I also have vanilla ribbon if I decide that I want to use a ribbon similar to how I did this, and I might. It looks kind of cute. So I think I want the little guy about here with the little mud petal holding the umbrella, and then I can say sending you showers of love. Cute. Okay, let's get started. So first I'm going to stamp the little guy again. This time I'm going to stamp him right on here, and I think I am going to use some Stays On ink, if I can pull it out of my ink caddy. And I have Timber Brown. So I want to use Stays On because then I know that no matter how I color it, the ink will stay and it won't run. I can use alcohol inks if I want to. I'm just not sure what I'm going to color it with yet. I might just use my Tombow inks. And I'm just going to put him, let's do him about here. And I'm going to stamp the umbrella just to get that on there. I'm just going to do all my stamping first, and then I'll show you the technique. Well, not all my stamping, but all of the stamping that doesn't require the masking. And I'm just going to put this so that it's right there at his hand. So he's still holding it, but it's not enough to worry about. And then I also need my sentiment. Sending you showers of love. That's cute. And I think I'll put that right up here, or maybe down here. Nope, I'll put it up here. Make sure that's inked up well. Ooh, that didn't quite go exactly the way I wanted it to. And then I'm going to put my mask on my little guy. And you just want to stick them down. The post-it part, you know, down exactly where you know it should be. And then I'm going to take my little water puddle and I'm going to stamp this down so that it looks like he's jumping in it. Right now it kind of looks like a hot mess, and this isn't inking very well. It looks like I might need to put some more re-inker in my ink pad. It did really well on him, and but I don't know. And then I think I'll do a couple splash marks too. I just saw those. And those are cute. So I'll do a splash mark over here. And then I'll turn it and I'll do a splash mark right there. And I think I'm done stamping. I don't even need to open this. I can just stick it inside. So I'm going to put this away. And I'm going to remove this, and now see, looks like he's in front of that water puddle. Isn't that cute? What a fun technique, and it's really pretty easy. I mean, the hard part is just fussy cutting, and if you don't mind that, then the whole process is super easy, and I don't really mind it. So let's color this bad boy. And I'm going to also do something else. I have a brown pit marker. These are waterproof markers. I'm going to take this and I'm going to fill in where it didn't stamp all the way. And even this love. There we go. And to somebody that didn't know, you wouldn't even know that I did that. So that's a tip. I will probably include that in one of my tips. And I think I'll just use my Tombows since they're right here. So pull those over. And let's see, I'm doing like that mint color. So I might want to do his umbrella in that mint color. And I wonder which one that would be. Maybe this one. I think that would be close enough. So if you guys don't like watching someone color, you can fast forward to see the end of the video if you want. If you want to stick around while I color, I'm not teaching anything right now, I'm just coloring. Even a little outside the lines. Oops. And then I'm going to take brown, color in my little hedgie. And then I'll take a lighter brown. He's a cute little guy. I'm gonna take blue. Oh, sorry. I totally hit my tripod. Sorry about that. And color in the water. I'm just going to go in with a little lighter blue. Oh, that's a lot lighter. That's okay. I'll make it. I think I'll make it work. And I'm going to do the inside of his mouth. And his nose and the umbrella handle in black. And then I'm going to do red for his little tongue. And yeah, that looks pretty cute. But I think I'm going to take this red and highlight that. All right. Now I'm going to decide if I want a ribbon on it, and I think that I will. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this to the pattern paper, and then I'll put the ribbon around the pattern paper and this wherever I decide that I want it. I think I'm going to go for here. So let's see, I'm going to just trim it here, and I think I'm just going to do a knot. So let's see, I probably need about this much for a knot. Ah. Oh, I'll put that back there. Okay, so let me put tape on the back of this. And then I'm going to stick it down where I want it and fold it over and fold it over, and then I will put my adhesive on the back of this and attach it to that mint green color. That card layer. Then I will take all of this and attach it to the card base. And my pattern layer isn't very straight, is it? Oh well. Crafting in real life. Then I'll take this and put it underneath. And I'm just going to tie it in a knot. Just like that, and I will angle this and angle this. Oops, I didn't cut it all the way through. Sometimes my angles get a little wonky, like see how that one's like that? I don't know how I do that. so then now I'm going to take a lighter and just burn the whole thing down. No, I'm teasing. No, I don't want to tease like that. That's crazy. I want to just barely touch, not even really touch, the ribbon to the flame, and it will keep it from fraying. So just be super careful if you guys do this, but it is a great technique. But please be super careful. Just like that, and it just puts a little fine, you can feel it, it like just melts just the very end of it so that it won't fray now. So you can send the card in the mail or whatever, and it will be sent to them exactly like it looks now, without like the fraying on it, which looks horrible sometimes. And there we go. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love it. And that is masking with a Post-it note. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys like it. And until next week, I will do another tutorial. Have a great day. Bye-bye.